historic Lambeau Field. Fittingly, it butts up against Lombardi Avenue here in the heart of Green Bay, Wisconsin. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Washington football team. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Throwing on first down. Barton. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat in every meeting with reporters? This week, he kind of said, I've had enough, and I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
Third play in this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Play action. Barton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And some room to work. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan today, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Back to throw. Barton. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change. All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Third down, Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at him with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop him on 3rd down.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 18.
55, y'all, 55. Let's go deep tight. Let's go deep tight.
Throwing to start the drive. Rodgers. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. On play action, it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Rodgers now to throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Rodgers going to throw. He hits Adams complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
Snap comes at 1. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple of things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
On 1st down, Barton. steps away to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So still 14 yards to go, second down. Looking to throw. Barton. He'll find Gibson here, complete. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that...
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. And this one is right down the middle. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Rodgers now on first down. Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. Well, you know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out in a tackle and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
They'll run it with Jones. They find some open field here. Past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. 65 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, you block over here. Watch out, watch out. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no. Over.
Now Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 5-yard line.
Over. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. Right now, boys. Mike's partner. 30. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Barton. Rolling to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Barton winds up and lets it go for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 35.
Let's go.
A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
That's a well-thrown ball right there. This is where arm strength pays off because he's got to be able to get the ball both downfield and to the sideline. And that's one of the more difficult throws for a quarterback. And he put it right where it needed to be.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Operating from the gun, Barton.
That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on fourth down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to get the football back at their own 17. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Packers.
Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. Extra point try now for Patterson.
Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Gets around him. Oh, now he bowls him over. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Finding some room at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 47, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Barton. Escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Third down.
Barton. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Back to throw. Barton.
And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it.
Now Gibson.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
60 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Here's a give to Gibson.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the counter, Gibson.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Barton. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete.
Touchdown, Washington.
O.J. Howard, his first touchdown on the year.
And Washington has retaken the lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Next is Washington 17. Packers 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Oh, he fakes a spike.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Rodgers to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Gibson gets hit, and he fumbles it.
And the Packers pick it up, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Following the fumble recovery,
Barton. They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
This will be caught by Brown. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Barton. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Curtis Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
The extra point by Sly is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. A big connection on that one. And even 40 yards. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now it's Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Slam, slam. Check it back, check it back.
And now with a play clock winding down, a whistle and possibly a false start. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Rodgers will throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points and gets them back within a field goal. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And some room to maneuver. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
120 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Call it a gain of 9 there, and it puts them in better shape here for 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Looking to throw. Barton.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Gibson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And Washington going to add on to their lead. But that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. To throw is Rodgers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Rodgers now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Back to throw, Rodgers. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. To throw is Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. That one looks like he'll throw here. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trip to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Running right through it, and he's going to get this inside the 30.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Barton. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. A handoff for Gibson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Washington, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's another week, another loss as they fall now to 0-9. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.